the fans, the viewers, my people. So, next week we got the Intellectual Podcast.
So everybody, Fortnite Season 7.
Yo, what? What's up, guys? JHOTC Podcast, Intellectual Special. Today, abortion. But before that, that's coming up later.
Wow.
It's the new year, and this is our first real episode back from after the break, so any New Year's resolutions for you guys?
Oh, you know what? As this is the intellectual table, I actually decided to start reading more.
Start reading more.
Wow.
Reading more,
What kind of books are you reading?
Non-fiction. Right now I'm starting with some sci-fi, a little bit of dystopia.
Okay.
You know?
English or Polish?
It's actually Russian translated to English.
Wow,
The title is We.
We.
So in Russian that would be me.
Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
What about anyone else? Tristan?
New Year's resolution? I actually have none. I kind of glided through New Year's. I had work the next day. That was tough.
Oh, yeah.
But that's why you're an intellectual, right? Because instead of partying, you're working.
You have to work through the challenges.
You have to work through the challenges.
I actually don't believe in New Year's. I actually go off the lunar calendar, so I'm waiting for the pig to come in, but
understandable.
I'm not making any resolutions until we get there. So
if you go to the casting couch, I don't know if you guys have any New Year's resolutions so far. Or...
not really. Just the usual, get on that grind.
That's true.
I know you're on the grind. I see you at Starbucks.
Struggle, grind, and shine.
What about you, Johnathan?
Me, I guess doing my homework.
Doing his homework. I feel like he's been doing that his entire life. But yeah.
That's a good New Year's resolution.
So abortion.
Oh,
so
that's an interesting topic.
So let's talk about this.
Being intellectual.
Are we gonna get two sides going, or how are we gonna do this?
Just throw your opinion out there.
Discussion.
Yeah,
Okay. So the current abortion laws in Canada. Well, let's keep this Canadian. Do you think we should change them?
Or remind us what they are.
Can we? Yeah, we should probably go over.
Intellectuals need to.
Currently, there are no regulations in Canada in terms.
You can do whatever you want.
As long as they're not born. Basically, yeah. There's like no regulations.
But there is a certain time frame that it can take place. Is there not?
I actually don't think so. One sec.
Just any.
So if you're like third trimester, you can still the same thing as if you were like a weekend.
I think it's
what?
No, I don't know about that.
I'm just throwing an opinion out there.
I don't think that's it.
Abortion in Canada is legal at all stages of pregnancy, which is governed by the Canada Health Act.
Wait, so
Canada is one of the only few nations with no legal restrictions on abortion.
So they don't care.
They don't care. Well, I mean, I think you have to go through the healthcare system. I don't think you can third party
So it might
like
be
that.
a doctor's one-on-one basis whether they believe it's beneficial or not. Because
you can just go to another doctor though, can't you? Because
I'm just very hesitant to believe they would perform an abortion on an almost developed child that has no health problems.
They might.
Well, I mean,
but if by law they're saying
don't they have to though?
Should that be allowed?
Well,
what do you think, Mikey?
You know what? I think it depends on the state of the child.
What does that mean?
If the child has some kind of debilitating
He's Polish.
debilitating disease, then that would lean in favor of ending that child's suffering as early as possible.
So you're saying, okay, what are we talking disease? Are we talking about if I have HIV and the kid has HIV because of it, or no? Are you talking like?
Why is that funny?
The kid's gonna make it to
it's a genetic disorder.
Okay, so they have
so
something that's very
well,
it's gonna affect their
whole
body. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So if you're saying they can find that before the woman gives birth, it's okay.
But at the same time, at that stage, the child's basically developed.
Yeah, but what about CRISPR though?
Oh.
No, this segue here. Gene editing.
Wow, we're straight to it.
What do you guys think about gene editing?
I actually really enjoyed the movie Gattaca. I felt like it was a.
I don't know.
You know what that is?
Don't reference it. I don't think any of us have seen that.
Really?
No, I haven't.
I don't.
Can we get a?
Have you seen it, Johnathan?
Have you seen it? I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. Are you making this up?
No, I promise it's
real. No, it's a fake movie.
No, I promise it's real.
It's a fake.
I promise.
How do you spell it?
2 T's, 2 A's, 2 C's.
Okay, well, while Cameron's searching up, what's it about? What's the premise?
When I thought gene editing, I kind of threw out that word because I felt like it was intellectual. But I do know that's in the movie, and it's about gene editing in some capacity.
You said G, 2 A's?
No. It's the double G, double A, double T, double C.
So
Minus the G.
the issue that's often brought up when gene editing came is designer babies, where we're gonna have children that fit our exact specifications.
What parents don't want their children to be the best though?
However, I agree with that, but there should be barriers put in place between helping a child and changing a child. If a child has something which can be improved, I think that should be allowed. However, stuff that would not affect them, so let's say eye color.
Okay, but where do we draw the line though? Because what if like
Well, actually,
a
that's
certain
true,
because
because
like
some people
it
could
does help
argue
them.
that
It does help
that
them.
having blue eyes
So-
might have different, like people would consider like think
Yeah,
of you
yeah,
differently.
yeah.
No, so as a racial minority,
That's true.
going into life, right, you had no option of your race.
Right.
But let's say, for example, in the world, we go back 200 years, and your parents are like, okay, I can make you white or black. What's the difference?
That's not even a question, bro. I'd be white.
Okay, there we go. Not even a question.
But is that because of how society is right now, or is that just a personal?
So maybe that's society's fault that the people that we want to gene edit because we have problems with
Well,
our
the
own people.
reason there's differences in the race is because of society.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
obviously you're correct.
So
Probably disagreeing.
the Caucasians and Asians. If you guys go 200 years back, would you change your race? Yes or no?
As a white heterosexual male, no.
No.
I'm just going.
Because I don't know how my life would change if I do. So my life has no significant problems right now, so I would say
Yeah.
I would keep it the same.
Well, okay, okay, if we're going 200 years back, if we're going this far back,
1819 Poland.
are you in Poland?
Well, my family would be. Yes.
Okay, so you got like 100 years to get out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you do, you would probably go to North America, right?
Likely. Yeah.
So you'd be a Polish immigrant in North America, which is still not favorable. You would still have
Yeah.
very little
some
money.
trouble.
I think any situation though, like it's gonna be different. But when you're going with gene editing, I think the parents are gonna know what situation they're in. They're gonna be comfortable giving their child what they want, right?
But wouldn't that create a situation where all children are looking very identical?
But is that what we want though? I'm just throwing
Well,
questions
yeah.
out there. Like
Are we looking for
I'm not
true
certainly agree
equality?
with it.
Because that's the only way you can get true equality is by
That's
having
true.
people who are the
Exactly
same.
the same.
But
But-
then you look at the mind is
Then
different with
we're not
everyone.
human anymore.
That's
We
iRobot.
wouldn't be human anymore. We would just be like not
It's
human.
just animals.
We'd be like computers and like
Plus.
Elon Musk and
Oh.
I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it.
How about-
Step back?
Since this is the intellectual discussion, everyone
We have the
everyone in this room is
two most intellectual people in the entire world.
that's true. That's true.
We have-
Combined IQ of over 1,000.
It's
Wow,
I don't know how
that's
that's possible, but
What are your thoughts?
On gene editing.
Anything.
Anything?
well, gene editing.
Gene editing.
Anything.
Alright,
Gene editing.
Anything gene editing.
Anything gene editing.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think gene editing is literally the most optimal thing. Right?
Like,
The most
The
optimal.
most
You heard it
optimal.
here
Look,
first.
look. When you have the choice to make the optimal race, right? The best human race as best as possible.
Okay.
yeah,
Why would you not? do it?
exactly. It's a moral obligation to improve your race.
Okay, are
Or no, wait.
there any restrictions on what you do or
Well,
no?
obviously you have to restrict it to be like, oh, if it's gonna affect this person's life like for the worse or like drastically, obviously you
Oh,
draw the
okay.
line there, right?
Okay.
But
Okay.
if in any way you can say, hey, I'll make this person smarter, run faster, or jump higher, I don't know, anything like that, you might as well do it.
Wouldn't we be
That's true.
like completely messing with nature?
But is there something wrong with that?
Well,
We've done it
If
through all of
if you are
history.
capable of messing with nature, you have the opportunity to do so. I think it's just the problem is if you're doing it with like, good intentions or not.
and aware of the side effects.
Are
Exactly.
you guys aware of the two theories on like other civilizations where like in the world where universe where if we are the first civilization or like group of any race to like make it to this point scientifically, that's not good because we're like the trial run.
Oh, so
Or
you're-
if
yeah.
we aren't, then that means other civilizations have got to we are and then have gone extinct.
So Cameron's bringing up the Fermi paradox.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
believe it's the Fermi
I
paradox.
think.
Where there's barriers to intelligent life, and
Yeah.
we don't know whether we're ahead of the Great Barriers. We don't know what the Great Barriers are.
Yeah.
So some people would bring up that nuclear war is a possible barrier which could end life all on Earth. Some people would point that just the creation of life, so evolution itself to create intelligent life, is a barrier, and we do not know where on that scale we are.
Well, like
If we are,
gene editing could be there
could
too.
be another barrier. We
Okay,
don't know
but-
that.
As Cameron, you are the
Yes.
optimal human being.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
100%. Nothing
Yes.
nothing
Yes.
better,
Top
right?
of the line. Top of the line human. Yes.
Easily.
hmm
What is the optimal human being?
The optimal human being in my eyes is someone who, right off the bat, has the ability to accept facts and what am I looking for here? No prejudice.
I know you're looking
No.
for 6 feet tall.
I'm actually 6 feet tall. So,
Yeah.
No.
It's
Yeah.
hard to
Yeah.
talk because we're all sitting.
Yeah, and there's just the camera.
Well, yeah,
angle.
when you stand up, though,
I mean-
6'2", maybe.
I mean, here you want to stand up?
Yeah, probably.
So how tall are you? Like you're like 7.
Well, no, it's the angle of the camera,
No,
right?
no. You're like 7 foot tall, and I'm like
Yeah, you're 6 foot.
I'm dead even 6.
Okay.
I'm dead even.
I'm glad we got that over.
Yeah, I think the perfect human is someone that can accept facts and keep their emotions like they can think for their emotions but not emotionally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they don't let their emotions get the best of them. And there's other factors I think that's like up there. Because there's like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which every English teacher has given me since like grade 4. So. I'm pretty sure that's at the top, being able to accept facts and like reasoning.
Well, what is the top?
Self-actualization.
Self-actualization.
So
I think
being
we're
able
all
to
there.
Go to your full possible potential.
I think we're all there. I think.
Just us.
I think you
five
got.
specifically.
I think you got another 5 inches in you.
What?
Well, 6'5" is too tall, Tristan.
That-
What are you talking
6'5"
about?
is optimal.
Yeah.
6'5" is a bit too much.
Yeah,
Cameron
I mean,
6'5" is the most
I
intimidating
feel like-
human being on the world.
That's true.
Between 180 and 183 centimeters is optimal.
Wow, we're bringing up
Wow.
centimeters.
Whoa,
I'd
can
like
tell
you to
this
know,
is
I'm
a
183.5.
discussion.
I mean, 5'9" pretty cool too, but I'm not 5'9". I'm
No,
just.
just throwing it out there.
Everyone, just make it perfectly
I mean,
clear.
all the guys that are 5'9" though, that'd be pretty dope to be 5'9". Because
Yeah.
I don't know, 6 foot kind of gets in the way sometimes.
It does.
And sometimes I think about being 5'9".
Like, it's too easy to reach for things.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you gotta struggle a bit.
Yeah.
I don't like looking over people's like heads. It's weird.
Exactly. All right, keep the ball rolling. I'm just gonna set a timer here because I don't want to go over.
So,
kinda-
what's our next topic?
What's next after gene editing? Where do we go from there? We've created the human equivalent of just perfect.
Well, how far in the future are we talking about? Is humanity?
I'm talking
colonized
next
yet?
year.
Wow. I don't think there are many steps after that. What can we do? We don't.
We're
have-
perfect. What happens then?
We have to spread to other planets. That's the only possible.
What's the saying? Heaven on earth, right? Creating a perfect world. What does that mean? What is a perfect world?
We're saying.
Wait,
You know,
what?
the people like
Utopia?
utopia, sure. Utopia, just like a perfect world where everybody's happy, but like
Okay,
So
no,
now we're
because
getting
if everyone's
involved,
happy,
yeah.
then you're doing something. You're like actually like taking away the human experience. Because the human experience is like having happiness, but also having the complete opposite end. So if you're always happy, you're doing something to your brain. Like you're messing with
But
your.
is there something wrong with that?
Is that a problem? Yeah.
It's like saying if you're always healthy, should you ever become sick?
You don't need to be sick to realize, oh, I'm healthy, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Have
It's
you-
also
have
like
you always
like
been healthy.
That one thing I want to bring up because
Yeah.
this is something that's
Yeah.
I think important to our generation
Okay.
is that death is very ingrained in our society, but it doesn't have to be. There's no reason we need death. Every
That's
time we
true.
bring up death, it's seen as
I'm sorry, I thought I said debt. I was like, what?
oh no
Okay.
no
Oh,
death.
death.
you
Okay.
need
That's a big
death.
death. That's a
death.
big thing.
Okay, death. Okay.
But death,
Yes.
is the
I'm sorry, can you say it one more time?
death,
Okay.
the end of life,
Yes.
termination.
Yes.
I think we can get rid of it, and I don't think it will affect humanity.
It's only because it's been around for so long. Everyone's like, oh, it's normal.
It's a
So we have to
cultural
accept
thing,
death, right? Yeah. But if we got rid of death, would we actually need to like make it.
feel like
something
Okay, when you guys
And
are
we're
when you guys are
saying
saying
from, like,
you erase
natural-
death, we're saying humans like don't have the possibility to die.
Actually, I'll rephrase.
choose when
I'll,
they
I'll
die.
rephrase to stop aging.
Stop. All right. Yeah.
So obviously,
Okay, would we stop procreation as well?
Why would we?
Overpopulation.
Because if everyone stays the same, nobody ages, then procreation, you're just gonna have babies that stay in the womb and don't mature.
Oh, I understand. Oh, and that's a good point. At what
Yeah.
age is someone considered like?
Most people are
It would
optimal
be
in their
in
20
their
to 30.
prime ages, so like mid-20s, I would assume.
Okay.
Mid-20s, I think
After,
that's,
'cause I
that's
think
after puberty,
they
100%.
say your brain is developed after 25.
Yeah,
Something
your
like
brain's
that.
fully developed
So
after
I would
25.
assume in that range.
I'm not going to make it to 25, but a 25-year-old Tristan, I think, is optimal.
So, but isn't there's the like argument of when you live forever, the people that you meet like don't you don't really remember them because there's such a short period of your life, and your memory can only hold so much. Like,
I think that's wrong. I think that's wrong, right? I mean, you're the limits of our memory, right? Of our, like backlog of memory. We don't know the limit of it, right? Like it could be infinite for all we know, though it probably isn't. But our like working memory at the time, that's always work. So the people you're around, you'll always remember them, right? But someone you met, like maybe like you lived 1,000 years.
I guess it only applies if death is still a thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And-
So if death is not, then we're always with each other.
And I think if you live for a long time, you can remember the best moments you had. So more of your life that you do remember is
So that leads into
compromised of-
pure happiness,
Right,
where
yeah.
you only remember the happy moments, not the sad moments. So
which
eventually
would be
is exactly
the
a utopia.
ideal
Yeah.
life.
Okay.
At what point do we just take every single baby that's born and just hook them up to a machine and just hit them with LSD? Just completely
LSD?
nuke their brain with
I don't
LSD.
think-
I don't.
I was thinking maybe dopamine or
Because
like.
isn't that like
But-
almost the same, where you just have like a person that's like only experiencing complete happiness and not like
Okay.
anything else?
or slash that's from what drugs do. But I mean that's an interesting topic. That are we hurting children and being unethical by not giving them constant happiness? Because we have the possibility to do that.
Do we really?
What drugs?
Constant? Is that constant happiness?
Well, dopamine is
With-
being
with-
injected
with-
into
with
your
what
brain.
end?
As you grow,
Well,
though,
then-
as you grow, what happens with the side effects?
Yeah.
What happens when you
That's not-
No,
age?
but I'm not saying that. I'm just saying hooking, as Cameron said, children up to machines.
Sorry, I'm pretty sure you said hooking up a baby and pounding them with
Just
LSD.
slamming it with LSD. I'm talking dump truck levels of LSD.
Is that okay?
Oh man, but maybe not LSD. I still think that's the wrong drug of choice.
Okay,
But-
whatever.
but
I don't know.
whatever.
That's the only drug I know.
And
but-
then, why don't we just give children and babies pure happiness until they die? They
Wait.
might only live for 2 years. I don't know what the side effects of,
I mean, as a baby, it wouldn't really matter because you don't know any better.
Is this really like any different than like
Defines
animals?
pure happiness.
Ooh.
a whole bunch
Oh my
of
gosh.
dopamine in your brain.
Okay, you're saying
Whole
you're
bunch.
like consistently just completely happy?
What
Yeah.
does that feel like for a baby?
I don't know.
That's,
What is a baby? First, let's define a baby.
We talking like centimeters or I don't know.
Inches? Like,
Volume?
No, 'cause we don't use
Volume?
kilometers per hour.
The ones you get, but there's like small adults.
Yeah, but they're not that small.
Are we
The
talking?
smallest
Have
in the
you
world
seen
is
some-
not that
Are we-
small.
If you took the
Are we
biggest
talking
baby and the
Tesla meters?
smallest adult, would that be
They
would they be the
prob-
same size?
The biggest baby's probably dead. Let's be real.
Okay, no, but like,
Some lady in Mexico gave birth to like a 9-pound child or something.
That's
Wait, wait,
Ah,
no, wait,
That
wait.
must have hurt.
Wait, how much
Isn't
is
that
how much
normal?
is baby?
Is that normal?
Wait, no, they weigh more.
Wasn't it like
No,
Yeah.
like
20
14.
pounds, 25,
It is
25?
No, that's too much.
That's
Yeah.
too much. 9 pounds is
Let's see what Siri says. Hey Siri,
iPhone XR.
what's the heaviest baby ever given birth to?
Whoa.
Couldn't have said that words.
Okay, I found this on the web for what's the heaviest baby ever given.
241 centimeters.
Oh boy.
Wait.
Wait, 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 wait,
Like 2.5 meters?
Wait, that's like taller than me.
That's, I don't think.
It's taller than everybody.
I don't think that's.
Longest baby
Oh no.
is 241 centimeters.
Is that a blue whale?
No, no.
22 pounds.
Is that a?
Wait, what?
Oh no.
How can you be that long? They're
Wow,
lanky.
that's impressive.
No, I need a picture. Show me a picture.
Wait.
I think that's a blue whale.
Who
or
measured?
something.
Oh wait, no, the lady measured 241.
Oh.
Gave birth to a boy weighing 22 pounds. The baby's 22
That's
pounds
a fat baby.
Damn.
and measuring 28 inches.
Can we?
That's like
that. No, that's like
Oh my god.
Yeah,
That's like that tall.
that poor woman.
it's a
Can
dummy
you
thing.
imagine?
Holy!
Well, she's tall too, so everything like scales up, I assume.
But how, like,
Yeah, but still.
oh my god.
What's the father like?
This was in like 1870.
Okay, but then can we assure these documents are accurate?
Nah,
This is from the
Exactly.
Guinness Book of World Records.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
They've been around a while.
They're probably alright.
Alright, so back to CRISPR.
Oh, Christmas.
Are we going back to CRISPR? What okay, we going back to the LSD baby thing? Or no?
I feel like we've
I think
accomplished
that
our
ship
goal
has
there.
sailed.
I
think
feel
we're
like
done
we
with that.
give
We're done?
LSD
We're
to
done?
babies.
Okay, alright, what are we moving on to now?
Jonathan,
Jonathan, bring us up top.
you are a very smart man. You dress well. You look well.
I think it is well.
You do
I'd
dress
kiss
well.
you.
This is your calculus textbook. What do you want to talk about? What spurs your imagination?
Why do we talk?
What brings...
Why do we talk?
Hey, sauce.
Ain't it crazy how like that I make just mean stuff to you? Like
What are
you take in these
Coins.
taking these you take them in and you process them and I could say something.
You know what's weird?
Wow, that develops a crazy emotion in me.
You know what's weird?
Because
What?
we make-
Everybody else's sounds make sense to me except yours.
Wow.
That's
Are we having one-on-one debate competition?
Oh!
On-
Cameron Smith,
Sounds.
Tristan Wolff.
Coins.
Exist. Does exist.
Okay,
I'm gonna say it. I'm
Cameron's
gonna say
pro.
it.
Tristan's
You-
con.
you gotta be
Sounds
negative.
does not exist.
Gotta be negative.
Can we... the next 45 seconds for this one so we could just...
Wait, honestly, there's probably like a Facebook group of like moms somewhere that are like, sound doesn't exist. The Earth 100% flat.
You know, if
I'm
there
not
isn't,
vaxxing
if
my
there
kids.
isn't, we should start it.
Go. Why don't we talk about vaccinating babies?
Oh dear.
Let's
It's
talk
very
about
controversial.
Let's talk about this. This is
I
kind
think
of
less
insane.
controversial in Canada.
This is
though,
kind of
than
in
America.
the same-
It's but I
same
think it's
area.
still a thing here as well.
Maybe, but since we have free medical care anyhow, people have no reason not to go in and vaccinate their
But-
children.
But I always, I
Well, you
don't
you
know
have
how it's
no
in the
reason in the
US,
States.
but I always thought vaccinations were not that expensive.
They aren't really.
Plus,
It-
weird though.
it's more.
Most people
I don't
consider
think.
them
I don't
worth
think.
it. It's not a wealth thing. It's
It's not
it's
a wealth
ethics.
thing. It's always
ethical.
been
Yeah.
health and.
Maybe it's just because I've been looking
Indolence.
into it more, but I feel like the last 10, 15 years, you've seen more people like this though.
Because there,
Well,
the
100%.
information is more.
Yeah.
It's
So
easier
so
it's easier
when
for people to-
when you're completely closed off and you're like only on like Facebook or whatever, and you have a group full of like parents being like, I'm not vaccinating my kids, and that's your only source, then yeah, it spreads quickly, and we've seen it in the data. I'm a numbers guy. That measles, I believe it was, maybe smallpox, was completely eradicated from the States in the year 2000, and now it's like back.
I believe that was measles because smallpox.
I don't know, but it's something bad. You don't want it.
And
Yeah, I
also,
know.
interestingly enough, Facebook actually tailors all of their results to your specific profile. And if you're somebody who's, let's say, left-leaning, you're gonna get mainly left-leaning content
Mhm.
because they know that's what you're gonna click and like.
Mhm.
So that also aids in just creating a bubble
Yeah.
where all the information you have is just.
Well, I've been
ignorance.
collecting your data for as long as I can remember.
Wow. Is that allowed? Is that legal?
Well, one-on-one, yeah, because we talk.
Oh, so you say you just have a little pen recording it?
Yeah, no,
Okay,
I'm
I understand.
He's got a microphone. He's wearing a wire, and he goes home, and like the cops like take it off, like, "What's Mikey said today?" Like,
You do say a lot of things, so.
you ever think about how many words you say in a day? There are days.
talk about
There are
that.
days.
Strong
where
200.
There are days. No, absolutely not.
Strong 200.
Less than
Are we
200.
saying unique words?
No,
Or...
strong.
No,
200.
like words total.
200 lifetime.
I'm saying words total, because in a day there have been days where I'm like, oh, okay, I've said 100.
There was
less than 100
a
words.
writing prompt, Reddit, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like, you have 1,000 words in your life, and once you say all 1,000, you die. And you get like a little tattoo counter on your hand to see how many words you have left.
Okay.
And so a lot of babies would die, and toddlers would die, because they don't realize yet that they are not supposed to talk. But the
Okay.
people who do survive are the smart ones who make it past that and realize, okay, I'm done
Kara, are
talking.
you allowed to? Are you allowed to write?
Talking? And what's considered talking is babbling talking?
Any coherent word. And so eventually
But
eventually they get to the point where they make a language where no words are coherent. And so whatever you say isn't coherent. It was a
Okay,
story.
wait, are we talking like verbally? Can I write something down?
Yeah, that's how they get by. You can write stuff down.
But
Okay.
okay, what's stopping? Because adults obviously realize this. Are adults allowing this to happen instead of strapping some kind of mechanism on the head to prevent babies and toddlers from talking?
There's a writing prompt. There's a writing
No,
prompt.
but let's talk about it.
That's-
You have 1,000 words and then you die if you say all of them. How does society deal with this? If it just started happening right now, we knew it was happening.
Okay, well, first thing,
You gotta
we'd
close
obviously
your
notice on our hands, and as I'm talking, I'd see like the counter going down.
But we're saying from birth. So as a child, it's always been there. You never.
A new torture method would be like
Oh,
forcing
I'm-
people to
And
talk.
1,000
Dead.
words is very short.
I
I'm
know.
dead. I'm 100% dead.
You're gone this podcast.
Yeah, I'm like, alright, guys, see ya, I'm out.
And then just poof.
But like, would anybody make it? I feel like.
No, absolutely.
Well, are we assuming that, like,
Eventually.
let's say right now, it just happens,
Yeah.
and so all the adults who are alive,
Probably figure it out.
they'll see as they talk, it goes down, and then they'll.
Billions or so
adjust
people
their
would
role.
probably die if it happened right now.
Billionaires would have people.
Talk for
who-
them.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
Yeah,
That,
so
that's
rich
a
people-
mess.
that's
That's
absolutely
actually.
But think how
That's
expensive.
that's
words
Black
would be
Mirror.
then. Think how expensive words would be.
Words would become so valuable. We would say things when they're important only.
We'd
So
have
instead of all the
celebrities
garbage
that
we
have
say
like
now.
a perfect like 1,000 words
Yeah,
left.
yeah.
Like, oh my god.
Using like Facebook posts.
Yeah.
That's
Bro, what? I just used the word today.
This is actually just a distraction because you're actually only going to die at 1,000 words anyhow.
Dropped a plate on my foot.
I said,
Actually,
ouch.
I only got 5 words left, so I'm looking too good. I'll see you guys later.
That's the perfect world right there.
Wait, so then do we age or no? Because obviously,
I think you age.
Do
but
we-
it's
do we
just
die
You
of
would
old
age,
age?
but you would probably die to age. It doesn't make sense not to. But you would just, no matter what, whenever you want, you could just say 1,000 words and you would die. Or finish your counter and you would die. Let's live by that. Starting today, 1,000 words.
1,000's a bit too.
no,
That's
I
very
know. Come on, we end the podcast right here. Come on,
We
no.
probably
we
say
end
1,000
ourselves.
right now.
Hey, whoever's editing this, can we get a word counter going up on the screen?
The
at the
whole
end?
time.
It's the
Just
hardest thing in the
terrible.
world.
Like Kevin Smith. For the first half of the podcast,
Just
nobody's
turn it.
gonna realize what it is, and then once they get to here, they're like, "Oh, so that's a word
See?
counter."
Yeah, so when it hits 1,000 about now,
That's viewers. Well, we're running close to the end now.
We got like three minutes.
Is there a big topic we want to talk about? Like,
I mean, we
Something we
didn't
haven't
touch
talked
on
about yet.
abortion.
you're graduating next week.
well,
Maybe,
technically in 2
maybe.
weeks.
Technically.
That's true. I
How's it
probably
feel?
won't be here for the next podcast because very busy schedule.
Yeah.
Busy man, busy things.
You're going to have nothing to do for 6 months at all. Just nothing. on
That's
that.
not true. I'm gonna be working full time
Where?
at a construction company.
Oh, yeah.
I already-
Sorry.
Did you hand in your 2 weeks to
mentioned-
Kumon?
Hmm?
Did you hand in your 2 weeks to Kumon?
I emailed my boss, handed in my
When's your last
Oh,
day?
wow.
When's your last day?
31st.
So
Wow.
when I told you to hand it in last week so we could get the 31st off for me,
Yeah, but
and you didn't do
I
that.
already.
This is
talked-
about me here.
I-
Just don't show up. What? You don't need a reference for
the last
perception.
one? Yeah, but everything else. No.
You're
I'll
already in BCIT. You're graduating next week. You're 18.
I am 18.
You
but-
are an
18
adult.
now.
I am 18.
You're an adult.
Can I get a happy
No.
birthday, please? Just.
Happy birthday, Mikey. Happy birthday, Mikey.
Thank you.
I already
Thank
said.
you. Okay.
I got 1,000 words. I can't spend it on you.
So, what are your plans for after you graduate?
Just chill, man. Just,
Yeah, you're gonna show up with a barbecue and do that thing like you're talking about.
Oh, maybe. Stay tuned. If you see a barbecue at school,
Keeping in mind, if you see this man at school, he was here illegally, and you can report him.
Yo, wait, what? Why don't you take like a day's salary and buy us a van?
a day's salary.
Yeah, it's probably like
How much are you gonna be making? What the heck? A day's salary?
like
No,
100.
I'm not.
100. Count. You work 8 hours a day.
I think I'm making 16 an hour.
Okay, so 8 hours a day. That's probably close to like $300.
What? Excuse me.
I'm doing the math, and it's not working out.
Two, 200 to. Hey Siri, what's 16 times 8?
16 times 8 is 120.
Yeah, about 300.
That's not bad.
So yeah, that's about a $1.90.
So within a week, you can buy us a van.
What do I gain from this though?
Nothing.
A van.
Okay.
A van.
But-
What do you mean? What do you gain? You gain a van. You can get the barbecue in the back. You can operate.
That's true. We could get
There
like,
just flames in the back of it, just gas fumes everywhere.
a propane would be more clean, but sure. We'll go with gas.
He's a clean man.
Eco-friendly.
Are you eco-friendly?
No. Actually, now I think about this.
Yeah.
I mean, I bike sometimes.
I was thinking about it, but
Well-
they did a pretty good job of instilling the idea of like recycling and stuff from like
Yeah.
by the time I was in elementary school. Cause like I
It's
recycle.
normal.
Yeah.
Never recycled my life.
You're a horrible person.
So what's it
Okay.
like knowing that you just shot an otter?
It actually kind of feels good.
Really?
Kind of.
Would you wear otter socks if you had the chance?
100%. Those are warm fur socks.
Yeah, but it's an otter though. Alright guys, we're gonna wrap it up here because someone is playing really loud stuff outside. So thanks you guys. No, that's you. No, Ian Rush, that's you. Ian Rush, that's you.
Ian Rush, get in here right now.
We'll see you next week, guys. Thanks for tuning in to the Intellectual Podcast.
Bye-bye.
Wow, the people in the podcast this week were very intelligent. You know what would be smart? Leaving a comment below letting us know what topic you'd like to see in an upcoming JHOTC podcast. Thank you for watching the video, and I'm never implementing another word counter ever. Jeez, that thing was way too hard to do. Perfect.